You know, for years, we were told to fear the very thing that could help us most. Don't eat too many eggs, they said. Watch out for the yolk. And yet, here we are, decades later, finally learning the truth. Because what if the golden center of that little shell held one of the best secrets to aging strong? Have you ever wondered if some of the health rules we grew up with were completely backward? For half a century, we were warned that eggs would raise our cholesterol and clog our arteries. But the science never truly supported that fear. It was a story built on shaky research and often industry influence. We were told to toss out the yolk and eat processed cereals instead. We traded natural nutrition for convenience and paid the price with our health. Here's the truth that brings your power back. About 85% of the cholesterol in your blood is made by your liver, not your breakfast. Your liver produces it because your body needs it. Cholesterol helps build cell walls, hormones, and even vitamin D. And when you eat more cholesterol, your body simply makes less. It's a self-balancing system designed to protect you, not harm you. So the next time someone says, eggs cause high cholesterol, smile and know better. Because it's not the eggs that made us sick, it was the fear of them. Have you ever changed your diet based on advice that turned out to be wrong? Now that we've cleared that up, let's talk about what makes eggs so powerful. When you eat meat or fish, you're eating muscle. When you eat an egg, you're eating potential. Inside that shell is everything needed to create a living, breathing creature. It's a self-contained life support system packed with nutrients. Scientists measure this through something called biological value, how well your body uses protein. Eggs score a perfect 100. That means your body absorbs and uses nearly all the protein in an egg. Compare that to beef at 80 or chicken at 79. And this matters, especially as we age, because our muscles naturally start to weaken. We need protein that counts, not protein that's wasted. Have you noticed it's harder to maintain strength or muscle than it used to be? The real treasure isn't the egg white, it's the golden center. That yolk we were told to fear is actually one of the most nutrient-dense foods on Earth. It's not a ball of fat, it's a fuel source for your brain, your eyes, your bones, and your heart. Let's start with your brain. The yolk is rich in choline, a vital nutrient that builds brain cells and supports memory and learning. Think of choline as food for your focus. As we age, staying sharp isn't about luck, it's about giving the brain what it needs. When was the last time you noticed your memory improving or slipping? Now, your eyes. Inside every yolk are two antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. They're like natural sunglasses for your vision. These nutrients gather in your retina, protecting it from sunlight and blue light from phones and screens. Eating eggs, quite literally, helps your eyes see the future more clearly. How often do you think about protecting your eyes from light, not just your skin? And here's one of the most overlooked benefits, vitamin K2. It's not the K1 you get from leafy greens. K2 is your body's traffic cop for calcium. It tells calcium where to go and, just as importantly, where not to. Without enough K2, calcium can drift into the wrong places. It can leave your bones brittle and settle in your arteries. That's how bone loss and heart disease often begin. But K2 steps in to pull calcium out of your arteries and send it back to your bones, where it belongs. So when you eat an egg, you're not just feeding your body, you're cleaning your arteries and strengthening your foundation from the inside out. Have you ever thought that one small daily habit could protect both your heart and your bones? Inside every yolk, there's also vitamin D for immunity, vitamin A for skin and vision, vitamin E for cellular repair, and nearly every B vitamin your body depends on. And that cholesterol you once feared? It's the building block for hormones like testosterone and estrogen, the very ones that keep you energized and balanced. So when you crack that egg in the morning, you're not breaking rules, you're breaking free from them. Because health after 60 isn't about restriction anymore. It's about nourishment, wisdom, and strength earned over time. Every egg is a reminder that nature knows what it's doing, and so does your body, if you give it what it needs. So go ahead, enjoy the yolk. Feed your mind, your muscles, and your heart. Because healthy habits make you feel more alive, right? It's the foundation for your vitamin D, your testosterone, and your estrogen. So when you throw away the yolk, you're tossing out your brain fuel, your eye protection, your artery cleaning crew, and the building blocks of your hormones, all to avoid a danger that never really existed. But before we go any further, there's one important catch. The nutrient powerhouse I just described, the rich source of choline, K2, and lutein, only exists in a healthy egg. And that's where most people are being misled. For decades, the egg industry has been selling us a story, not the truth, because not all eggs are created equal. Most supermarket eggs come from caged hens living in industrial conditions, stacked by the thousands, often in spaces smaller than a sheet of paper. They're fed cheap feed, kept under artificial light, and given antibiotics just to survive. A stressed, sick chicken can't produce a nutrient-rich egg. It's like expecting fresh air from a window that's been sealed shut. You've probably seen the label cage-free and thought it meant better. But here's the secret. It's mostly marketing. Cage-free only means they're not in a cage, not that they're roaming freely. Most still live crammed together in dark barns, stepping over each other with little sunlight or space to move. It's only a small step up. What you actually want are pasture-raised eggs. These come from hens that live outside, on grass, under the sun. They roam, they scratch the earth, they eat bugs and seeds, exactly how nature intended. That natural diet transforms their eggs. Instead of the pale yellow yolks you find in factory eggs, pasture-raised yolks are deep golden orange, rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s and nutrients that help your body heal and thrive. Because when it comes to food, you're not just eating an egg, you're eating what it ate. And the marketing tricks don't stop there. You might see organic and assume it means healthy. Organic is better. It means their feed wasn't sprayed with pesticides. But it doesn't mean the hens lived freely. They can still spend their entire lives inside crowded barns. And the most misleading label of all, vegetarian fed. It sounds good, doesn't it? But here's the truth. Chickens aren't vegetarians. They're natural foragers, tiny descendants of dinosaurs that eat worms, bugs, and grass. A vegetarian-fed label is basically an admission that those hens were denied their natural diet and fed only grains like corn and soy, which raise inflammation. So don't fall for buzzwords. If you want real nutrition, look for pasture-raised. That's the only label that truly means the chicken lived well, and so will you. Now here's the exciting part. What happens when you start eating 3 or 4 pasture-raised eggs every day? You're not clogging your arteries, you're rebuilding them. You're fueling your brain with choline, the nutrient that sharpens memory and focus. You're feeding your eyes with lutein and zeaxanthin, the antioxidants that protect against blue light and sunlight damage. You're giving your bones vitamin K2, the calcium traffic cop that keeps them strong while keeping your arteries clear. And you're giving your body the most complete, 100% usable protein on Earth to preserve your muscle and strength. You're not just eating breakfast. You're eating for your future, for your mind, for your eyes, for your bones. And here's a small bonus tip that can make this simple habit even more powerful. Eat your eggs with your salad. Seriously, that golden yolk is packed with healthy fat, the kind that helps your body absorb the nutrients from vegetables like spinach, arugula, and carrots. Studies show that combining eggs with greens can increase the absorption of those plant nutrients by up to 9 times. It's nature's perfect partnership. The yolk acting as a nutrient carrier, unlocking the full power of your vegetables. So yes, the humble egg is more than just food. It's a reminder that wisdom, like nutrition, gets better with age, if we're willing to unlearn the old myths. You've reclaimed one of the most perfect foods on earth. And the next time someone tells you to skip the yolk, you can smile, because now you know the truth. So, what's one simple change you've made in your diet that's helped you feel stronger or more alive? Every day is another chance to care for the body that's carried you this far. Keep learning, keep moving, keep believing in your own strength. Because aging isn't slowing down, it's leveling up. If today's message resonated, take a moment to subscribe, leave a thought in the comments, or share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement. Because together, we're proving that aging well isn't the exception, it's the standard.